Since October the 10th, the Russian air group in Syria continued to hit terrorist targets, conducting from 33 to 88 serials per day. Russian airstrikes were performed in the provinces of Raqqa, Hama, Damascus, Aleppo, Latakia, Idlib, Homs and Deir ez-Zor. Since the start of the operation, Russian air raids have destroyed more than 380 sites of ISIS. The last days have shown that ISIS militants have serious air defense assets. On October the 15th, Russian warplanes destroyed the air defense system Oza at the village of Eastern Ghouta around Damascus. In northern Syria, the pro-government forces consist of a 60,000-strong grouping officially strengthened by Russian military equipment and weapons. South Front Analysis and Intelligence has information that units of the Syrian Arab Army, SAA, have been bolstered by Russian military advisors down to squad level in some artillery and special units. In the Aleppo province, the SAA and its allies are seeking to lift the siege from the Queris military airport. On October the 10th, the SAA Tiger forces took control of the town of Jabul. On October 15th, the pro-government units captured the village of Tal Nam. On October 16th, the villages of Kala'at, Al-Nayam, Abtaun were controlled by the SAA. At the moment, the Syrian forces are clashing with militants approximately 6.2 kilometers from the airport. At least 235 Jabhat al-Nusra militants have been killed since the start of the Syrian advance in the Hama province. The strategic towns of al-Mansoura and al-Lihaya came under control of the Syrian government. Also, the SAA captured the towns of Talsekik and Faru. It became known that Hezbollah commander Hassan Hossein al-Hajj has died during the clashes for the city of Mansoura. The South Front Analysis and Intelligence Sources report Hezbollah units fighting against terrorists in Syria have received reinforcements and additional supplies of arms and equipment. This is a result of the growing role of Hezbollah and Iran-backed militia groups at the Syrian battlespace. As a result of the heavy clashes against Jabhat al-Nusra, the Syrian forces captured the southern part of the city of Kafr Nabuda. The pro-government forces' advance is aimed at the strategic town of Khan Sahun, located at the highway linking Damascus and Aleppo. In the Latakia province, the Syrian forces, supported by the Russian warplanes, pushed al-Nusra militants from Kafir Dalba and took control of the sector. Then, SAA and its allies captured the villages of Salma and Jeb al-Amar. The ISIS militants were located in these areas. At the moment, Russian warplanes and the Syrian army units are mopping up the area from the various militant units. In the Homs province, the Syrian forces are conducting military actions against Jabhat al-Nusra and ISIS. The center of clashes is the Al-Rastan area. Russian and Syrian warplanes work against terrorists there actively. Also, heavy clashes were observed at Rasam al-Abd and Habra al-Ghabia. The Jabhat al-Nusra militants are using anti-tank missile systems, TOW, supplied by Saudi Arabia. The Jabhat al-Nusra militants are massively fleeing from the province Daraa to Jordan. The Syrian forces are advancing in the sector of the town of Mahajah. Jabhat al-Nusra has lost dozens of militants in the clashes there. Separately, the Iraqi forces started a full-scale offensive against ISIS in the province of Anbar. It borders with Syria. According to the South Front Analysis and Intelligence Sources, this fact is directly related to the cooperation between Russia, Iran, Syria and Iraq, launched through the Joint Information Center in Baghdad. On October the 11th, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi was reportedly injured as a result of the airstrike in the Anbar province of Iraq. On October 14th, Iranian media reported that Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi was under treatment in Turkey. The US Central Intelligence Service and Turkish Special Services assisted him in this. Russia has been continuing to supply weapons and equipment to the Syrian forces. According to reports, the Russian heavy flamethrower systems TOS-1A Saint-Siepek are in Syria. They will be used in the Syrian forces' offensive actions across the country. The security of the Russian naval facility in Tartus was strengthened. The Guard units received additional military equipment and a number of reinforcements. A Marine Infantry Battalion of the Russian Black Sea Fleet is a main force there. Russia is exercising preparatory works to increase logistical capabilities of the naval facility. 10 additional container ships and tankers will be reportedly used to expand supplies to Tartus. The main result of the recent success of the Syrian forces has been to raise the pro-government forces' morale. Future developments will